Hello everyone, welcome you all for the another session on module 1, which is a vector calculus. So here in this session we shall see about the Stokes theorem. So it is one of the integral theorem. In the last session we have come across Green's, then now we are going to learn about the Stokes theorem. So what is a Stokes theorem is? The statement says that if S is a surface bounded by a simple closed curve C, what is a simple closed curve? If a beginning point and the end point for a curve is same without any intersection, such a curve is called as a simple closed curve. So the surface S is bounded by a simple closed curve, and vector F is any continuously differentiable vector, then integral over C vector F dot dr is equal to double integral over S curl F dot n cap into ds, where n cap here is a unit normal vector. As the name itself says, it is unit normal, the magnitude is going to be 1 there. So curl F can also be written as del cross vector F dot n cap into ds. So that is about the statement, and ds is, we have already seen, it is dy and dz I cap plus, so I'll write and show you. ds is, we have come across this many times, it is dy dz I cap plus dz dx j cap plus dx dy k cap. So this is our surface vector, and this is what we are going to substitute for ds, and in detail we had come across about that in the Green's theorem. So let us see the problems. Evaluate integral over c xy into dx plus xy square into dy by Stokes theorem, where c is the square in the xy plane with the vertices 1 0 minus 1 0 0 1 and 0 minus 1. So 1 comma 0 is x is equal to 1, y is 0, which is on x-axis. Minus 1 comma 0 is x is equal to minus 1 and y is 0. So this is where the point lies. 0 comma 1, x is 0, y is equal to plus 1. This is what the point, and x is equal to 0, y is equal to minus 1 is this point. Joining these points will make a simple closed curve. So now by Stokes theorem we know the definition. The statement of the Stokes theorem is integral over c vector f dot dr is equal to double integral over s curl f dot n cap into ds. So curl f can be written as del cross f also. So from the given integral it is evident that vector f is xyi. So this is what is our vector f, and dr is dxi plus dyj plus dz k cap. So this is about our vector f, and dr we have considered it is our position vector and differentiation of which. Hence integral over c xy dx plus xy square dy can be written as integral over c. This is nothing but, the result is nothing but vector f dot dr. So now this vector can be evaluated by using Stokes theorem. So in order to use the Stokes theorem we need to find the curl. So curl is del cross vector f. So that is determinant ijk, and for second row will be dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, and vector f, the elements of vector f will be in the third row. So now on simplifying this determinant we get curl f is equal to y square minus x k cap, we will get that, and ds is dy dz I cap plus dz dx j cap and dx dy k cap. We all know that very well. So consider curl f dot ds, dot product between them gives us this vector f and this. There is only the k component exists, the remaining two terms become 0. So we get curl f dot ds is going to be y square minus x into dx dy, and performing the dot product we get that. So now we need to integrate that. So double integration of that we need to evaluate, and double integration over a surface, then now we have to consider the given surface S, which was of the curve was of the form this. So we had the coordinates also. The point here was 1 comma 0, and here it is minus 1 comma 0. Here it is 0 comma minus 1, and here it is 0 comma 1. So this was the curve that we have considered. So from the figure it is very clearly visible that x varies from minus 1 to 1 from this point to this point, and y varies from this point to this point vertically. So both the limits for x and y are from minus 1 to 1. So that is what we have taken. Integral x is equal to minus 1 to 1 and integral y is equal to minus 1 to 1, y square minus x into dx dy. So now double integral over s curl f dot ds is equal to, let us keep the outermost integral with respect to x as it is. Let us perform the integration with respect to y now. So integration of y is y square is y cube by 3 and integration of x with respect to x with respect to y is xy. So when we do so here we have minus xy and between the limits y is equal to minus 1 and y is equal to plus 1. So this entire thing is multiplied to dx. So when we substitute the limits, double integral over s curl f dot ds is equal to integral x is equal to minus 1 to 1. And now let us substitute the limits for y cube by 3 with minus 1. So minus 1 whole cube is minus 1 by 3 minus of for lower limit plus 1 we get 1 by 3. So minus of minus, that becomes plus, minus x into y. When I substitute the limit for this with minus 1 and plus 1, x minus of minus 1 and plus 1. So we have interchanged it and written it. So we get integral of integral x is equal to minus 1 to 1. So here we get 2 by 3 and here we get 2x into dx. So now let us perform the integration with respect to x. Integration of 2 by 3 into x minus x square by 2, 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So I'll show you this integral of this term. So integral of this term is going to be 2 by 3 into x minus 2 into x square by 2. When we perform the integration, this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled. For the remaining term, we are going to substitute the limit as minus 1 to plus 1. 2 by 3, this x 1 minus of minus is plus 1 minus x square is 1 minus and again minus 1 whole square is plus 1. Minus 1 whole square is plus 1, so we get minus 1 here. So we get this as this becomes 0. 2 plus 2, 1 plus 1 is 2. That we get the answer as 4 by 3. So integral over c xy into dx plus xy square into dy is equal to 4 by 3. So that is how we have to use Stokes theorem to perform the integration. So now let us see another example. Use Stokes theorem to evaluate integral over c vector f dot dr, where vector f has been given by x square plus y square I minus 2 xyj. Taken around the rectangle, x is equal to 0, x is equal to a, y is equal to 0 and y is equal to b. So it has asked us to use the Stokes theorem. So we have Stokes theorem that integral over a closed curve C vector f dot dr is equal to double integral over s curl f dot n cap into ds. So now from the region, so this becomes a rectangle. So you can try to draw the graph with these points. So x is equal to 0 is your y-axis and y is equal to 0 is your x-axis. And x is equal to a is a line parallel to x-axis at a distance a, and y is equal to b is a line parallel to x-axis. So y is equal to b is a line parallel to x-axis and x is equal to a is a line parallel to y-axis. So this point will have the coordinates a comma 0 and this point will have the coordinates a comma b, and this will have the coordinates 0 comma b, and this will have the coordinates 0 comma 0. So we can make this as a closed curve by marking the directions appropriately. So now when we look at the graph, it is very clear that the limit for x varies from 0 to a and the limits for y is from 0 to b. So with this limits, and we have ds is equal to the expansion, and since we are considering only in the xy plane, this dx is going to be dx plus dy into k cap. The projection of the surface in xy plane is going to be dx into dy k cap. So now let us find out the curl f, because to use the Stokes theorem we need to find the curl f. Curl f is going to be ijk dou by dou x dou by dou y dou by dou z, and I component of f, j component of f and k component of f. So on solving this determinant, I into determinant of dou by dou y is 0, and dou by dou z operating on minus 2xy is also 0. Similarly, j also becomes 0, and k is the third k cap into dou by dou x of minus 2xy gives us minus 2y, minus dou by dou y of x square plus y square gives you minus 2y. So therefore curl f is going to be, we get it as minus 4y into k cap. So now let us find curl f dot ds. So ds is already taken as dx dy k cap. So this is also having a k element, and the ds is also having a k element. So I'll write it here. ds is equal to dx dy k cap. So dot product between curl f and curl f with ds gives us minus 4y into dx dy. And we know from the graph that x varies from 0 to a. Sorry, x varies from so from this graph we can get to know that the limits of x are from 0 to a, and the limits are y is from 0 to b. Y is equal to 0 to y is equal to b. So we have 4y into dy dx, which is equal to, on integrating it, integration of, so I'll write this, integral of y is y square by 2. So minus 4y into integration of y is y square by 2. So we get minus 4y square by 2. 2 and this gets cancelled. We have only minus 2y square. And again when we integrate with respect to x, minus 2y square into x, and y limits were b. So we get 2b square into a. So this is how we have to perform the integration and find the required answer. So let us see another example. Integral over c vector f dot dr by using Stokes theorem, where vector f is x, y, z, where vector f is given by yi plus zj plus xk cap, and c is the boundary of the upper half of the sphere, x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 1. So even this problem we can work similar to the previous two problems. So here I'll slightly modify the method of working. So whichever the method you find easy, that method is applicable. You can use that and proceed for it. So here, to apply the Stokes theorem, it is a must for us to find curl of the vector field and the unit normal to the surface. So curl f is, by the definition we know, it is determinant ijk dou by dou x dou by dou y dou by dou z, and the I component, j component and k component of f. So on solving this determinant we get ijk. So I into dou by dou y of this is 0, dou by dou z of this is minus 1. And similarly j into dou by dou x of this is 1 and dou by dou z of this is 0, plus k cap into dou by dou x of this is 0, dou by dou y of that is equal to 1. So we get minus I plus j minus k cap. So now let us consider this n cap as xi plus yj plus zk cap. This is any vector. So curl f dot n cap, when we do the dot product between them, we get minus x plus y minus z. So by Stokes theorem, we have integral over c vector f dot dr is equal to integral over s curl f dot n cap into ds. So integral over s, curl f dot n cap is minus x plus y minus z, which we have obtained. I am substituting it here. And to evaluate the last surface integral, so in order to do the performance integration here, we have to parameterize the unit sphere. The sphere in a two-dimensional geometry. So sphere, and here we have only single integral. It means we should have only one variable. So instead of having x, y, z, we need to have one variable. So all x, y, z can be converted to one variable by using parametric form of the curve. So curve given as a sphere, the sphere in parametric form is x is equal to cos theta sin phi, and y is equal to sin theta sin phi, and z is equal to cos phi. With this, ds will be equal to sin theta d theta into d phi. For upper half of the sphere, for upper half of the sphere we have theta varying from 0 to pi by 2. That is, in the first quadrant only we are going to consider theta varies from 0 to pi by 2 and phi varies from 0 to 2 pi, upper half of the circle. So if you can imagine a circle, if you imagine a sphere, this is how the upper half remains, and theta varies from 0 to pi by 2 and phi varies from 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi, the entire circle. It is in the 3 dimensional. I am unable to show it here. That and the 3, you can see that. And substituting all this in the surface integral, and we get, when we evaluate it, we get the answer is equal to 0. So this is another way of working out. So whichever the way is convenient for you, you can use it and solve the problems. So thank you all.